but I guess you can't buy taste, you know. Style is important. How you carry yourself in everyday life is important. It is actually, oh, maybe I should do some Dumba. How you carry yourself in everyday life is fucking important, just so you know. So, I don't know why people think that it's okay to just, you know, are you wondering why your sex life isn't so good, or why, you know, why you feel so miserable? Maybe it's just a second, like so. Like, what's your excuse? I don't know how long I've been live, for a while, you know. So, I have been without the work for years. I've been sick. I have not been able to walk for half a year almost. I have lost my children recently. I am in a custody battle at the moment. I'm probably gonna lose my kids. I haven't been able to see them for almost a year, you know? I have had all kinds of terrible things happen to me this past year and a half, maybe. And what do I look like? Oh, I'm just casually walking into Huddinge Centrum to buy some, you know, bruschetta. And I still look like this. What is your excuse for looking like a fucking ogre? Shrek? Like, where is the pride that, oh, I look like shit, I'm a better person because I look like shit? No, you look like shit. And you wake up every morning and you feel like shit. I'm sure of it. Yeah, having me as a neighbor, I tried to be nice to my neighbors when I first moved here. My goal was that next year they will all be having a Christmas party at my place. That was my goal when I moved here. Do you think that goal that went down the drain because the people living here are fucking imbeciles? I mean, where are the social skills? I tried to be friendly. They fucking stabbed me in the back and turned me into social services. You know, funny, and stole my mail and what the fuck. Okay, tattoos are just fine if people like them. I don't like them. I'm actually proud of my skin. It's very... I'm gonna show you something. Wait a second. Something that I bought. When I go out, I have this. I bought this. I use this as a cover against the sun, so the sun won't burn me. So I go with this, you know. What's your excuse? I'm being stylish. What's your excuse? I'm being creative, I'm being stylish, and I have every reason not to be, because my life is a shit show. But I don't look like a shit show. I look like, you know, fabulous. So I use this to cover up from the sun, you know, like this, so I can keep my pale appearance. You know. Yeah, and I look like my health is really bad. I'm drinking so much wine that you can just look at me and tell that my health is really down the drain. I look like a really unhealthy 50-year-old. Like, my lifestyle must be really draining. like this. This bow is like, you know, if I have a paper, I bought it secondhand. They had like 50% off the secondhand clothes in the Södertörnkyrka store, secondhand store, the Church of Södertörn or whatever. So when I came there, this is like a little bit big down here, but I have a lot of tits nowadays. So my tits are growing. Maybe, you know, got milk or something. So it's accurate up here, but a little big and down here, but that's okay. Nice, you know. If I'm going out today, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I go out at least once a week. I go to the Soul Train in Medborgarplatsen to dance, mostly. It's like a nightclub with a little bit of, you know, my age group, so to speak. There are also a little bit sort of older people, you know. So I go there to dance. They have like a club called Soul Train. It's called Biblioteket at Medborgarplatsen. Really nice place. And I can get in for free. If I don't bring a jacket, I can get in for free. I don't have to pay for a jacket if I don't bring it. And now it's warm outside, so I don't have to bring it. And then if I don't drink anything, I can still stay there and dance the whole evening. And sometimes, you know, somebody buys me a glass of wine, and that's nice. So if you see me there, remember, I'm really poor, so please buy me a glass of wine. I like that, you know. And I like some company also, of course. It's not safety pin, it's paper clips actually. One there, because this bowl used to be sewn into the dress right here, but it was a little bit broken when it's a second hand, so it had like ripped off. The bow was like hanging down like this, so I just put a couple of paper pins up there. I'm gonna pay my rent today. I have had so much anxiety. I have the money, but I have so much anxiety of giving away that kind of money. So this is with me and bills. Like when I don't have a lot of money, it's the anxiety of taking almost all my money and put it on a bill. It's like this. I will be eating spaghetti for a week now. Like it's the anxiety of giving away that amount of money when I can't read. It's so crippling that I'm like dissociating. I'm just lying on the bed. I can't. Yeah, but you have the money, just pay the bill. I just can't, it's too hard. Like, I don't want to give the money to you. I just want to live here for free. Can I live here for free until I get a job or something? Could I, please? Yeah. But this is also everything I'm gonna eat for 24 hours. And that means I go hungry a portion of the day. So wine helps against hungry, you know, and anxiety. You know. And it's summer, everybody's buying wine. Why shouldn't I be able to? Should I be like sober all summer because my life is miserable? While you all sit in your chair in your garden at your villa and sip, you know, box wine every evening. I work at social services and I get like 60,000 every month. Oh my God. And I'm drinking my box wine here in my garden. Yeah, that's you. But when I do it, just because I just wanna die, can I have a drink so I don't kill myself? That is not okay somehow, you know. And I haven't found my millionaire yet, but I will. I'm looking like for a rich man at the moment. Because they're nicer, mostly. That seems to be the only way out for me. I can't get a job. I can't earn money without the tax taxing system and everything and all the rules about that. So I can't make money. I can't get a job. I can't sell ass, and that because no problem with the law. What am I supposed to do? Well, maybe I should just find a rich man. It seems like a good option since I look like I could actually be married to a billionaire actually. I could actually be married to a billionaire the way I look. So maybe that's the best option for me. You know, maybe. You never know. I need to find a rich man. That's the only option for women in Sweden, in my situation, divorced, no job, a little bit of a health problem. The only thing that you can hope for is, you know, marry again, marry rich. I have no other option. The other option is just sell my apartment and move abroad, like go somewhere where I don't freeze, is like down somewhere warm where I don't freeze to death, you know. And sell my ass to you know, truckers for a while and maybe get on my feet. Yeah, if I have to choose between wine and food, I would choose wine, actually. I would. I mean, wine is fun calories. It's very cheap. It doesn't cost much. And makes you feel good. Makes you able to sleep. It also contains calories, so I can maintain my weight, sort of, without eating chips. You know, so wine, yeah. If I had to choose between wine and food, I would choose wine, for sure. The perks, you know. So I don't know why you're so hard on me, because my life is hard. My life has been hard since 2018, more or less. My life has been more or less a shit show. Okay, 2019, after the divorce. And mostly because I can't find a job. And nobody will help me and nobody will give me a chance because for some reason. I think you might be, I mean, there are stupider people than me holding a job in Sweden. I mean, there are a lot of people that are less talented, younger, less experienced, less smart, less good looking than me. They hold a job every day. So why the fuck can't I get a job? As anything. I've been looking for jobs, everything from, you know, personal assistant, cleaning lady, bartender, service, like waitress. And I have been holding much higher level job than that in my life. So, and I can't get any job, not here, not there, not anywhere. So, what I've been working with before, yeah, I've been working as a project manager in communications and marketing, I would say. I did a lot of things. I did like international trade shows in USA, Germany, UK, Russia, all over the place, Asia, international trade shows that I was the project manager for them, for a steel company. Then I have done also, you know, all kinds of marketing material, marketing communications, like home pages for companies. I've been doing a lot of IT, like a project manager for a lot of IT projects. I've been working with branding, you know, branding, like, you know, my brand is pretty strong, isn't it? You know, I am just a living brand. So I've been working with branding and customer journeys and shit like that. A lot of things. I'm also like worked as an engineer. When I first moved to Sweden, I worked as an engineer in a lab, testing water cleaning equipment in a startup. I worked in a startup when I first moved to Sweden. When I was 26, I worked in a startup for a couple of years. I tested their equipment for efficiency, and I've also made some marketing material for pools and stuff like that. So I don't know who leverantörskompaniet är. I probably fucked everybody at leverantörskompaniet. I'm psychic, so I kind of... So yeah, I've been doing a lot of things, really. But somehow Sweden can't deal with me. I don't know why I can't get a job. I've been looking for a job actively since 2021 after an injury, and that during the injury when I couldn't walk and I had a nerve injury, back injury, leg injury, foot injury. I wasn't able to walk properly for a while and have a lot of pain. So I didn't look for a job during that time. But after that, when I was like maybe in October 2021, I was able to walk without pain, sort of, for a while at least. I had some, then during this 2020, like last year, I had like a couple of really bad episodes with my back, and that actually put me back a lot. Like first one in the beginning of 2022, and then during the summer, I was also really bad. Like I couldn't. The last part of last summer, I was really bad also. I had a lot of pain. Yeah, janitor at a church. Yeah, I would do like sort of anything at this point that would just... What I'm doing at the moment is hoping for people to buy my nudes, you know, things or stuff like that, because, you know, I can do it. But in Sweden, you shouldn't have to end up like me, because what have I done that was so bad that I can't get a job? I mean... Yeah, so my life is a shit show. So what I'm doing this summer, surviving. That is what I have been doing for many years. Surviving, not knowing if I'm gonna be able to stay, if gonna have a roof over my head next month, or if I'm gonna be able to eat, if I'm even going to be able to afford going out and meet people, because I'm really lonely and I'm a social person. So I need to, like, going out is not just, you know, I need to go out and be amongst people, you know. I can't just sit here and rot, you know. I can't get any försörjningsstöd, or like, I have been in contact with social services in the beginning, when my the money from the A-kassa was like gone last year or beginning of this year. I didn't have any money. I couldn't get any money from that anymore. I contacted social services to get help with my bills because I didn't have an income. They didn't, so I filled in, like, I went into their homepage, filled in a form. Like, then you have to tell exactly how much you have to pay for your different kind of bills, what kind of income you have, like how much money do you have on your bank account, and things like so. And I just sent that to social services, and they just didn't even give me an answer. They just sent me a set of rules for who is like, rules for getting support from the social services. And one of the rules is you can't own anything that's worth anything. Like if you have a car, if you have an apartment or anything like that, then you won't get any support from them. So first you have to sell your car, you have to sell your house, you have to sell any other assets of any value that you might have, even though you might need it. Like you might, if you have a car, you might actually need that car to survive, you know, for your daily life. No, you can't get any support from social service. You have to sell everything you have first. So no, I've tried to get support from social services. I can't. They'd rather see me starve, you know. If I'm drunk, no. Do I seem drunk? I'm not drunk. I'm pretty sober, pretty clear in the head, actually. English is also not my first language. I'm just speaking English here, like looking like this. Here I am, 50 years old almost. I look like, you know, 30. Well dressed up in my secondhand clothes. My hair is long and thin, my skin is clear. My weight is on point. I'm smart. I speak English like a motherfucker. Starving, worrying. I should be living my best years of my life. Instead I'm sitting here eating bruschetta, starving. No, I'm not. To be a translator in English, you almost have to be kind of a native. You have to be native speaking. So, since English is not my first language, and I'm not a native speaking English. I've been learning English later in life, so it's been a work language for me for over a decade. I used English as my work language almost daily. So that is why I'm, you know, speaking English, because I'm kind of comfortable, because it has been a language that I have been using every day in my work. So now I haven't been speaking it for some years. I'm a little bit rusty. It's coming back, but you know, I used to be pretty fluent. But if you want to be a translator, you need to, I've been working with translators a lot for different languages. You need a native speaker, because otherwise you will get in trouble. I promise you. You need to have someone that speaks the language as mother tongue to do the translation for you. So no, I can't do that. Yeah, I've been seeking all kinds of, you know, positions like cleaning lady, personal assistant, things like so. I've been, you know, I can't get it. I don't even get an answer. They totally ignore me. Yeah. The custody case. Actually, would be in that custody was the main hearings was earlier this week. I couldn't go. My mental health wouldn't let me. I just couldn't go there because I couldn't face my ex-husband and sit there and offend myself against these lies and allegations against me, being a bad mother, a bad person, doing bad decisions, doing bad things. Everything about me is apparently bad. And so I just wrote, and I can't afford a lawyer to do it for me, and I don't have any, I'm not a trained lawyer. So I feel I would do more harm than good saying anything. So I just wrote them and told me, because of mental health since I've been it's been almost a year that I haven't been able to see my kids. I'm not doing well. My mental health is suffering because of this, so I can't do this. I can't sit with my ex-husband in a courtroom being accused of this and that and God knows what. So I just wrote them, I can't, I have to prioritize my mental health, so please proceed without me. So they did. So I'm waiting on the results, so I didn't even go. Because I need to prioritize my mental health. I'm surviving here. I'm in survival mode. I need to focus on being creative so I can get my money, because I need to make, you know, videos, nudes. I need to market myself, get money in, and I can't do that if I'm miserable, you know. My main income is my OnlyFans. Like, I need to be able to do inspired erotic videos to survive at this point. And I can't do that if I'm miserable. So I had to do a pretty hard judgment call. I can't deal with this. I just have to accept that whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna do. I can't. Most of the allegations that they do is completely false. And I feel like I can't afford a lawyer. I don't know what to say, what to do in those cases. So better I stay away, you know. So I don't know how it went. It was 2 days, the 12th and the 13th. It was the hearing supposed to be, but I didn't go. Do, you know, I don't think you would survive. If people would not look like this after a year of my life, this year that I have been through, it's been hell. It's still hell, you know. So I'm just glad I haven't killed myself, basically. That's where we are at. And I just made a judgment call that I don't want to kill myself, so I can't submit to this. I just can't go to court and sit there for 2 days and listen to my ex-husband accusing me for whatever. Like, I'm a bad person, I'm a bad parent, I'm a bad person, I'm a bad parent, I'm a bad person, I'm a bad parent. I can't do it, you know. Because I will come home and kill myself. And as endearing my children are, and as much as I would like to be with them, I'm not going to die for them, you know. So could you just please give me a break? My life is hard. I just look good. My life is still hard. So I don't know why you're still blaming me. Maybe the problem isn't me. It's like, oh, hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Yes, I look like a problem. Yes, the problem is me. I'm so unhealthy and I'm so dumb. I'm a bad parent. You know, I sell my pussy. You know, called my mom and asked for money. I had like 2 days, I had no money, I had 2 days until payday. I was starving, I was like 56 kilograms. I was really starving, so I called her and said, I need money, I can pay you back. And I paid her back. $300 I borrowed from my mom to be able to survive a couple of days. I didn't have anything, I was hungry. And I paid her back. That's the only time I did that. You can go to my homepage, BDSM Sweden, BDSM Sverige. at WordPress.com. There you can find my Swish. So everything that you can send is going towards the electricity bill, the phone bill, and yeah, that electricity and phone and Wi-Fi, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm not ashamed. I've been like working my whole life. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. Yeah, and I have one fault. I'm drinking wine instead of, you know, cola or coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't eat sweets. I don't eat chips. I don't eat fika. I never eat anything of that. I don't eat dessert. I don't eat sugar. I never eat sweets, candy, anything of that. Never, ever, 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 ever. And I don't even drink coffee. I don't smoke. But I do drink some wine. Can I drink some wine if that's my only, you know, fault? Can I have one fault? I drink wine. I've chosen my poison, and it's wine. I don't have any other poisons, you know. As you can see, my skin is, I don't wearing any makeup at the moment. I look like shit, I know. I'm almost 50 years old. And I really look like, you know, I'm not taking care of myself very well, you know. No, I don't want a dog. A dog costs money. People who have a dog can't complain because dogs cost money, you know. And no, never getting a dog. Also, they smell, and I can't do with the smell of dog smell. It's like I don't like the smell of dog, and they're dirty, and they are cost money. They're stupid. I have to scoop up their poops and put them in a plastic bag. I don't like that. A dog costs, like people. You put more, like there are dogs in this country that live a better life than I do. People care more about dogs than they care about me. That's also a realization. All these people that sit here in my comments and then they go and feed like duck liver pate to their little dog who lies in their bed all day and gets pampered, doesn't have to pay any bills, can shit everywhere and somebody will pick it up. They get like duck liver pate and like fromage de pate de dog every day, like 3 times a day. They get cuddled with all the time, you know. Everybody thinks they're cute, they get away with anything. People treat their dogs better than they treat me. Realization. Yeah, and then you go, yeah, 20,000 on a dog, exactly. And then you go to the vet and you have to pay like 20,000 for some kind of operation. Nobody paid 20,000 for anything. I didn't get an operation when my leg went bust 3 years ago. They were thinking about doing an operation, they didn't. You don't need an operation. It will get better. Yeah, now 3 years later, I'm still not good. I still tripped, like, I regularly trip and fall just because my foot is like, I can't feel it. So sometimes I just miss and fall. It happens now and then. So this is the second time in a year that my knee looks like this because I fell. Yeah, I'm not jealous. I'm just observing that people treat their dogs better than they treat other people. People will choose the life of a dog over another human being. It's the truth. They could easily step over like a man sleeping. Like when I was walking home late one evening, Södra Station in Stockholm. When I walked into Södra Station, there is a man. Just looks like any man you would see anywhere. He was not a bum or anything. Like looked like a middle-class dude sleeping in the entrance, like sleeping on the floor in the entrance, with his rucksack under his, nowhere to go. There are a lot of homeless men in Stockholm. I see them everywhere. They sleep. They look like they might even have jobs, some of them, but they have nowhere to live. And he was just lying there. Nobody cared. Everybody walks past him. If a dog would be left there, people would care immediately. Oh, whose dog is this? Maybe we should rescue this dog. Oh, poor dog. But this man, oh, he's a bum. Like, he probably deserves it. Like, I'm not even gonna look. So yeah, people do treat dogs better than they treat people. Because if someone would abandon their dog on town, oh my God! Ah! And a lot of like fucking 50-year-old faggots will just run and rescue the dog. Like it would be like a Facebook thing. Rescue the dog! Oh my God, the dog! But when you see like a 50-year-old man lying in Södra Station with nowhere to go, or I see these people all the time, homeless people, you know, or this woman, like 60-year-old woman with all her bags, nobody's rescuing her. Nobody's rescuing me either. Nobody's coming to rescue me. If I was a dog, somebody would already have adopted me, and I would be living my best life as some nice gay guy's home, probably. Getting duck pate, which I love. Clothes. People buy clothes for their dog. He would buy like a whole new wardrobe of clothes, and he would, you know, spa treatments and do my nails and, you know, duck liver pate every day. If I was a dog, somebody would already, and nobody would call me a gold digger for it. But if I want to be rescued by a rich man, you call me a gold digger and you wish me to hell. Like, you rather see me take my own life and live on the streets. But if I was a dog, I would already have been rescued, you know. Maybe I should be a dog. Like so. Yeah. So yeah, there are people everywhere in Stockholm that have nowhere to live. By the way, if any of you that have nowhere to live want somewhere to live, I have like a vacancy here at my apartment. I would love to, if you want somewhere to live, mi casa su casa, you know. So just contact me in the DMs if you have somewhere to live. I usually, when I see someone sleeping on the pavement, I sometimes go up and say, do you have somewhere to stay tonight? Do you have somewhere to stay at night? Do you need somewhere to stay? I'm just checking. And I would gladly, if they don't have anywhere to stay, or if they want somewhere to stay, I would gladly offer them a place to stay. Yeah, I do actually. I do ask them if they have somewhere to stay. I do. I'm usually asking them if they're okay, and if, are you okay? Or do you have somewhere to sleep? Nobody has, they usually have somewhere to sleep. They have like some kind of, some place to sleep. usually, or they're okay where they're at. They have turned me down. I've been turned down by people on the street. Like, they're okay. No worries. Like, I got it. So nobody has said yes yet, but I have offered a few times. Do you have somewhere to stay? Do you need somewhere to stay? Are you okay? Because I know that if I was in that situation, I would gladly say yes to that. But if they were a dog, they would be adopted. Because they're human, they get to sleep on the street. Because we treat dogs better than humans. That is why I don't like dog owners very much, because their morals are out the windows. And that's why I kind of like Chinese, because they eat dogs. Because, yeah. I would never take care of a dog. I don't care about dogs. I care about human beings. So, animals, I eat animals and I don't care about them. I care about my own species mostly. Yeah, I know people view dogs as family. That's okay. But you still have to reflect on the fact that you treat a dog better than you treat people. It's the fact, and that is troublesome. You just have to acknowledge it. You must meditate on that a little bit. Yeah, you adopted a dog, she lived on the street. Would you help a human being to get somewhere to sleep? No, you wouldn't. Why is that, though? I have been living in this apartment alone for almost a year. I advertised for someone to come live with me. I can't find anyone who wants to live here. I would love to help someone. If you just need somewhere to sleep at night, I'm not afraid of people, So people should be afraid of me rather. So yeah, I would love to help someone, if they want to take a shower or whatever, or just talk. Because I also need to talk to someone. For me, who almost always are this close to being on the street myself, it's high-end professional. You need to know how to hold your liquor. You need to know how you react if you're on a party and you get a little bit to drink. What's happening? Yeah, you need to know your limits. You need to know how much you can drink. You need to know how you react to drinking, and you need to have a certain kind of tolerance for alcohol. You can't just drop under the table after a beer. That won't work. So you have to be like a low-key alcoholic if you gonna be in any social settings. You need to be able to drink and know how you react. And I've been practicing. Yeah, actually, this is in my last job I had. That was actually pretty true. A lot of times found me in settings with sales personnel, with senior management, CEOs. I worked at the headquarters, and I often found myself on parties, business meetings where they served alcohol. A lot of it! And I was a female, everybody else was male, and they were drinking Swedish crayfish party. Everybody's drinking, schnapps and everything, and I'm a small female, and everybody else is like a 50-year-old man, and I'm like a 30-year-old female. And I'm sitting there, and my CEO is there, and the chief of financials are there. So I'm having the two top senior management on both my sides, and they're serving schnapps like this. and people are dropping, like crawling out. And I have to now navigate that situation. If you never had alcohol in your life, you're gonna be dead then. But I was looking sharp in my high heels, and I was the fucking only one walking out like and I sang schnapps songs, I drank schnapps. So yeah, skull. Yeah, I'm actually, you need to be able to hold your liquor a little bit. And I'm fucking pro. For being a small female, I'm pretty good at that, because I've been in these kinds of settings that I need to drink a lot and still, you know, like now, talk to a lot of people. I'm sitting here now with a live of 122 people. Leverantörskompaniet.